Alright guys, welcome back to Devil May Cry 1. Last time we met in Devil May Cry 1, we began the game by arriving to Mallet Island and doing Mission 1, so now we're doing Mission 2, Judge of Death. Get used to seeing the mission screen, because that's how I start every part. Just so, you know, I did that for the sake of consistency, and also, I also take this time to look at the shop, because you can only get... you can only spend red orbs at divinity statues or at the start of missions. So, yeah. So general rule of thumb, if you see me in the mission screen, you are most it is most likely the beginning of a part. Or, you know, the middle, or the mission just didn't last that long. Through that door right there. I believe there's a blue orb, if I remember correctly, and a divinity statue, as I just mentioned. Yeah, so divinity statues are just another way of letting yourself upgrade power yourself, you know. General rule of thumb, that there's one near you, you should probably use it to see if maybe you're going to be able to upgrade your stuff. Because upgrades are expensive in this game, because I didn't get a chance to go over all of the orbs types, though we did see them all. First up, let's talk about green orbs. Green orbs are your health. Yes, because Dante actually has a limited health bar, as you've seen me get hit like a million times. Actually, the first orb in the game I picked up earlier was that yellow orb. Yellow orbs are basically revival stones. If you die in the game, you'll be able to be brought back to where you died, rather than having to start all over at your previous save file. What's funny, DMC1 is notorious for being really difficult. So if you I believe, I don't know if this is true, if you use a gold orb in the first mission, you automatically unlock easy mode. Because at the beginning of the game, up to a certain point in the game, if you die a lot, the game will just say easy mode is now selectable. To a lot of people, that is a real kick in the nuts. To me, I don't care. I turned on easy mode for this Let's Play because I'm a coward, and two, it just makes the Let's Play go faster. Because in this case of DMC1, I am not playing this just for the sake of, you know, like, I do not come back to DMC1, 2, and hell, I'm going to say this, I don't come back to DMC3 that often. For different reasons. DMC 1 and 2 for different reasons. DMC 1 because of just how, look at this. Like, look at how ridiculous this is. Like, look at how stiff this can be. DMC 2, don't even get me started. DMC 3, it's just because of its difficulty, just to be honest with you. It just kind of makes me not want to play it. But I do like playing it. It's kind of weird. It's a weird relationship. There's just certain sections of the game I don't look forward to going to. Also, I'm just not used to not being able to change Dante's abilities on the fly, so I'm going to actually praise the Nintendo Switch version here. Oh, here's actually where we get Alistair, our main sword for the game. It is Alistair, right? That's how you pronounce it? Nah, who cares? I'm the only person here. No one can correct me. And here comes a concept that happens in almost every DMC game. Dante gets stabbed. But, no joke, I'm pretty sure Dante gets stabbed at least once in every DMC game. Yeah, once in every game. Sometimes multiple times. I actually have some questions about this. The hill clearly splits Dante in half here. Like, once he gets to that little ridge towards the wings or something like that. But, you know, I'm not going to question it too much. It's just a video game. But it still raises questions. You know, I mean, I know Dante's a demon and stuff like that. But, you know, I just... whatever. What was I saying? Green orbs, health. Blue orbs... are actually the way to expand your health. You get blue orb fragments. Think of them like pieces of heart from The Legend of Zelda. You know, once you get 4, you upgrade your health up to a certain interval. And red orbs are your currency. That's pretty obvious. Alright. So, yep, that's our first weapon of the game, Alistair. Well, our first new weapon, because you can actually switch back to Dante's previous sword if you so choose. I mean, I think some people do that as a challenge run. Me? No, we're going to stick to Alistair, because shut up. In fact, again, I press the easy mode button because I'm a bitch. Because I'm a thing called a bitch. I mean, I'm gonna say this now. I am most likely gonna go to easy mode on DMC3 on purpose. Same for DMC2. Well, DMC2, I don't even think I need to. DMC4, no, probably not. I am gonna be playing New Game Plus on DMC4 though, just for the sake of flow, and same for DMC5. So it is going to look weird when Nero, Dante, and Virgil have certain things that they didn't have in the main game. But shut up. But those are conversations we can have at a later time. Oof. But like, if I were to say like what my favorite DMC game is, it is most likely it's either between 5 or 4. To be honest with you. And I know a lot of people are going to criticize me for that, because apparently to a lot of people, DMC4 is the worst game. Because they just don't like Nero. But fuck you, I like Nero. I like Nero, shut up. Deal with it. I mean, I love playing as Nero, and if I'm being honest here, I actually like playing as Nero and Virgil more than playing as Dante, and that is a really weird sentence to say to some people. I just think they're more fun to me, especially in DMC5 with Nero's Devil Breaker system, but this is in DMC5, so I can't really talk about that, but unfortunately, there's not really much to talk about right now with this game, because I would talk about the plot, but the plot just kind of pauses for a majority of the game. I would say probably around part 10 is when things start picking up again, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, you do sort of uncover, like, what happened on Mallet Island to some extent, but, yeah. Oh, those runes under, under your health, that is, your devil trigger. Basically, it is a state you can transform into at any, once you fill it up, to a certain point, especially when you start getting expansions, which is basically an enhanced mode that, well, like that, that refills your health slowly and, just powers you up, makes you faster, makes you not impervious, but you'll be regaining health faster than you're taking damage, so, if that makes sense. You can get abilities for, like, Air Raid, which allows you to fly for a little bit and strike enemies from the air, which is really helpful, especially with Alistair. I don't know what Ifrit's abilities are, because I never use Ifrit. Like, not gonna lie here, once we get Ifrit, you are never gonna see it past, like, the part we get it. I think another thing that really makes me like DMC5 is the dynamic music system. For those who don't know what that means. In DMC5 specifically, well, actually, it's only DMC5. As you've noticed, whenever I enter a battle, this song plays called Public Enemy, which, according to Apple Music, is called Pubic Enemy. Not lying about that. I will put a screenshot of my iTunes playlist with Public Enemy in there. In fact, Super Public Enemy is the same way. I still laugh at this to this day when someone looks at my car, my car stereo, and it says Super Pubic Enemy, and they ask me what the fuck. And it's like, it's from DMC, and they still question it. So I don't know if anyone in Apple Music is listening to this. Fucking fix it, please, because it's really funny. It's funny, but not that funny. But I do like the DMC battle music. It's pretty good, especially this one. This Public Enemy is not that bad. It's not great. It's not my favorite out of the bunch. In all honesty, I'd probably listen to something like The Time Has Come from DMC4, or the I think it's Taste the Blood from DMC3, or Subhuman from DMC5. But DMC5 has a dynamic music system where the better you perform in battle, which is based on your ranking, the better the music gets. So you can pretty much guess what that means. Basically, for example, Nero, if you're doing really well with Nero, you'll be hearing the chorus of Devil Trigger the most, rather than, you know, just the verses. But, like, if you're doing terribly, you'll probably just be hearing the same beat over and over and over again. And I remember seeing, like, someone make a joke about someone saying, like, a gaming journalist saying that the music wasn't great in DMC5, and it's like, well, that was a fucking trap. Nice one, Capcom. I have beaten DMC on normal mode. It is a challenge, but it just wasn't worth, you know, I just didn't see the point in trying to do it here for the Let's Play, just to be honest with you. You know, call me a bitch all you want, I will accept that, because I just don't see the point. I may try to do normal mode on DMC3, don't count on that though. Especially if I don't do my test playthrough of the Switch version, because I do own the Switch version, I just haven't played it yet, because I just haven't gotten around to it. You know, I got things to do too. I got other games to play, like DMC5, and, well, yeah. Well, and Metroid Dread. Speaking of Metroid, I might go back into the Metroid series sooner or later. Probably with Prime 2, or maybe one of the other, maybe a 2D Metroid game. Actually, maybe not. I don't really play the 2D games as much as I like to. The only one I've played multiple times is Super Metroid and Metroid Dread. I have beaten Fusion a few times, but I don't like Fusion that much. I love Fusion, I do, but it's just like, it's so linear. Did I not pick this up earlier? Did I not pick this up? We were in this room, right? Oh, was it just not available? I don't remember. Sometimes I'm stupid. I actually did have a guide open for this, just so I can remember where the blue orbs are. So that is just something to keep in mind. So if there are times where I'm stopping, that's actually probably me just reading the guide so I can remember where to go for a second. It is strictly for blue orbs and secret missions, just so I know where to go for a second. Like, I know how to beat the game normally, you know, getting from point A to point B for the most part. There was not really any time where I had to stop and think. Oh god, these bitches. I hate them so much. You can one-shot them in this game. You can one-shot them. It's hard, but you can do it. Actually, I think at DMC5 it's easier to one-shot them because they actually have a tell for when you can. Actually, these guys, this actually, the whole one-shotting thing actually makes me skip a secret mission because of that. Because of just, I just didn't give a fuck anymore. Because by the end of the game, I would be missing 3 secret missions, and, I wonder what the spiders are for. I'll be missing 3 secret missions, which as a result means I'm going to be missing 3 blue orb fragments. So I will be missing... I'll be missing just 1, blue orb, which is pretty good for me, honestly. Oh, this is... okay, that's the end of the mission. I'm pretty sure that's a D rank. By the way, I am playing in normal mode right now. I'm not in easy mode. You can't choose easy mode by default in this game. Like, you do have to put in effort to get easy mode in this game, which I will commend DMC for that. Like, I actually will I will compliment them for that. You know, give the player a chance, you know, saying, hey, you know, and plus, like, it doesn't force you into easy mode. It doesn't say, like, easy mode isn't activated. It just says easy mode is now selectable. Because I think God of War does the same thing. Where, well, God of War, you can choose easy mode by default. But in God of War, after a few deaths, they're like, hey, you know, if you want, you can switch to easy mode. But, like, DMC, they say easy mode is now selectable, you know, and it just, you know, you can do it if you want to. You know, it doesn't force you into doing easy mode. It does kind of make you feel like crap whenever it pops up. But to me, I didn't care enough to make a big deal about that. So yeah, that is the end of the part. So the next time we meet in DMC, we'll be doing the next mission. So see you guys next time, and take care.